Connected. Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to a quick, exciting episode of the Tipsy Irishman.
Quick. Drinking 3 of the best Jack Daniels on the planet. We're talking about quick.
We'll see. Probably not as long as the last one was on.
Oh, yeah, we got a little rambling along.
And again, we have Jack here again because we're doing Jack Daniels, and we got the Jack Squires here. The double J, Jack Squires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jack and Jake, the Jack.
We're going to do a little blind taste test here, at least for me and him, because the director and the producer aren't here, so we had to. The dog doesn't know how to pour, so we had to try another way to do it.
Yeah, so this is going to end up being single blind, right? They know the bottles, but they don't know what's in what glass. It's all different glasses, so it's kind of...
Yeah, we have a mosh pot of glasses here. We just rummage the house.
Yeah, weird.
But first, before we do anything, boys and girls, if you like us, we just hit our 4-year anniversary, and we're over 200 shows now. And again, you can see we do let guests come. You guys can do that. Just got to hit us up for that. But if you could just hit the like button, and we really would love it if you subscribe it. Because if you hit that subscribe button, that would help us out a lot. Or not, whatever. We would appreciate it.
We're going to do it anyway.
We're going to be here anyways. You might as well do that. You get the notifications. It tells you when to put new episodes up or when anything goes up that's new. And it lets you get more informed about what we're doing here. So on that being said, I'm going to shut up now and let these guys talk.
This one lets off a lot more.
Because they're smarter than me, apparently.
So it's funny, that glass, I like those glasses. Yeah. I have some of those Jack glasses. Hold up the glass.
I gave you some.
Yeah, Ed gave me a set of these. These are really cool. They're like these big tub-style glasses from Jack Daniels. I like those a lot. I actually do pull
Before you were in the circle of trust.
I'll
get to the next one.
I pulled notes off of that I don't pull out of regular Glens. I poured mine straight up. I know what's what. So I got the 10, 12, 14. These guys are going to be blind. So for the stats.
He just said 10. You see the 10, 12, 14. So but now we know. It's already done.
From mine I had to because I took a picture of yours. I know what's in your glasses. I had to just pour these. All right, so for the stats, all right, this is batch 3 of the 10, and it's batch 2 of the 12, and it's batch 1 of the 14.
I already got caught.
Depending kind of on how this goes, it may be interesting for us to try blinds of the different batches. I haven't heard a ton of chatter about the different batches of these like you do with E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or like Stag Junior. You're like, oh, batch 13 was the best batch ever. I haven't heard a ton of chatter on the batches on these. And
Jack likes to be consistent, so they try to.
I got to say,
hold the consistency.
As a guy who's probably had in the last year 12 Stag Juniors, they're pretty similar all the way around. Other than the heat.
I agree. They're all fun.
I love them. I
thought ones you get more cherry.
I thought that on our picks from our group, I thought were really delicious.
Oh, the Happy Juice picks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did those.
They were both flamethrower hot. But in a good way. In a good way. I love them.
So again, it's the 10-12. It's batch 3 of the 10, batch 2 of the 12, and then the 14.
Is that cheating?
You've got a pretty wide range of proofs here, too. So the 10's coming in at 93, the 12's coming in at 107, the 14, I think this was 126.3. So it's a pretty wide range of proof. I fully expect these dudes to be able to kind of pick out what's what. Kind of on the proofs alone, because it's a wide range. Really what we want to do is get a comparison of, we're talking about value. SRP, the 10, yeah, that one's dark. The 10... The 10 is about $10 cheaper than the 12, and the 12 is about $70 cheaper than the 14. Right? The SRP,
so like right here, what are you in? Like at 312, 320?
No, I think this one's like right at 80, 90, 150.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So a little over 3 for the 3 of them.
Yeah. See,
which one did they pour the least amount? That's probably the 14.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, let's say.
You can't tell because
that's some big brain shit. I know what I'm doing when I pour blinds.
Full disclosure, we've already had a couple drinks.
Yeah, so I know what's mine. I poured myself a little 10, a little 12, and 14, so I can kind of talk about
That's why I take a picture, because he's had a couple drinks.
You guys rock and roll, man. You tell me what you think. Tell me what you think on the noses. Tell me what you think on the color and the palette, all that fun stuff.
Splash myself because the cup's so big.
And really what it's going to boil down to is value. I mean, what is the value in that bottle?
Ooh, that one smells good. I hope
this is the 10 for me. I know it's the 10 because I poured it for myself. Personally, I think the 10 is great. The 10 drinks slightly hotter.
I like the 12 the best.
Yeah, the 10 drinks slightly hotter than the 12 to me. But I think for what they are, the 10 and 12 are bottles that I would love to have on my shelf at all times. I think they're just fantastic. It's really, really good, very sweet. They have 3 of the same glasses, so I know what's in each glass by the style. So we'll be able to tell here at the end where both of you land.
So can I get my first guess off of?
Yeah, go for it. Off the rip. Let's,
Off the rip.
Let me check my cheat sheet here because I got the picture.
I have them in line where they are.
So you think this is 10?
Nope.
10?
10, 14, 12.
Okay. 10, 14, 12. Ed, you got any guesses? The nose?
10. Oh, wait. 10, 14, 12.
Okay. Cool. So, well, I'm not telling you.
He's not gonna
taste it.
tell us.
I'm not going to tell you until you taste it.
I just tasted it.
Oh, you drank all yours already?
No, I didn't drink it all. I'm not crazy.
No, I just did off the nose.
He did.
off the nose. I did both. I did smelled and then I tasted. Well, let me try again. What's the worst
God
of
dang,
that?
that 10 is so good. Even though it does drink slightly, I don't think hotter is the
I'm trying
right
to get
word.
the heat, but I'm not feeling the heat this time.
Yeah, I think it's, I want to say harsh for
Right?
that. I don't think that's fair either because it's definitely not harsh. It's just nowhere near as like sweet as the 12, in my opinion. Oh, you're switching them up. Let's see. This is how it gets you. Blinds are the great equalizer, man. Especially if you can do double blind. Like if you don't even know what's in the glass. Like,
Damn it.
We did that one night with Rise, and
Oh yeah, we did it with Rise. And we played a game with the Rise where there was about 20 of them on the table, but somebody poured 5, and we had to guess over under age, proof, distillery, bottle, whatever. And out of all the guesses, I was the only one that nailed the bottle because it was Knob Creek Rye, and I know what Knob Creek Rye tastes like. It tastes like hot garbage, and that was easy.
All right,
So,
so I got mine now. Okay,
oh, you got yours. You got yours dialed in. You think?
I think so.
So which one do you like the best, regardless of price, whatever? Like out of those 3
The big
glasses, you like the big glass is the best flavor for you?
Yeah, I think that's a 12. You know, I got a hard on for the 12. Just saying.
It's hard to beat that 12, man. The 12 is just an exceptional pour. That was the 10. Jump straight into 12.
I think the thing I like the most about it is that it's 107. It doesn't drink 107. And
I
it's
flipped.
delicious.
but I'm hesitant to flip, but I flipped.
So you're doing
You're
10, 14, 12?
Yep.
You're gonna leave yours
So
flipped?
10, 14, 12.
I'm on the fence.
So like we're actually ready to flip.
Right. You and I went back and forth across the middle. We both.
So, for you guys, the 10-year is in your little glass.
So
Ed got the 10-year.
So I was right on my nose.
You were right on the nose, and then you switched it on the palate. But your 10-year was yours, and you said your favorite was which one?
this one.
The big one.
12?
So the big one is your 12. The big one is your 12 year, and then the regular Glen is your 14. Ed nailed them. Jack had the 10 and 12 reversed. But
Who's the squire now? No, just kidding.
you did this when you had them, and this was like shit. It's like I know you're kind of easy, but like that was bad.
I was
That's
on
12,
the fence, and I was like,
The 12 is
close.
But see, that's a really interesting point now. Like that 12 is dang near half the price of the 14.
Now, full disclosure, we did a show earlier where we had tasted this. So I was waiting for the heat because the other two don't have heat to me.
Oh yeah, I knew you guys were going
And
to
as
nail
soon
that.
as I got the heat, I was like, okay,
Yep.
what's 12?
It's just one of
And
these.
what's 14?
Yeah.
So I know that the 12 tastes less hot, and the the 10 tastes hotter. So I knew
I haven't had these in probably 6 months.
this is so good.
So it was a true blind for me.
What I find this hilarious is like when we did the Buffalo Trace blind that one time. I liked Buffalo Trace, but it was a thing, and like I want these better. Then we did what? We did 2 store picks and a regular,
And a shelfer
and we ended up picking the shelfer.
is the best flavor.
Yeah, it was funny.
Out of the blinds, yeah, that was a funny one. So you both went with the 12 though as your favorite from the flavor standpoint,
Noise.
right? And so we talked about that during the 14 show. That I think the proof on the 14 kind of overpowers the goodness that's in that 12. That 12 is very sweet, banana, cream, and the proof on the 14, at least personally, kind of runs it over. Let it get some air.
And we also do that thing. We do this. We compare both flavor profile and price. We always, since we got that for 88 that time,
Oh, dude, that'll be the best value in whiskey.
we
forever.
always compare. Like, okay, this is great. Was it worth 120? Well, when I can get Jack for 88, is it? That's where you go. That's kind of our staple now, where we kind of trying to judge.
That Jack 12 for 80, 90 bucks out the door is the best value whiskey. Hands down. It's just an incredible pour. I did think it needed more proof.
I think that 10 years was a little overpriced. Just saying.
Yeah, that was a little steep. But I thought initially
Last year was $88 at freaking at M&D.
Was it really?
Yeah, remember in the raffle? It was
Oh,
88.
yeah.
Oh, like, all right, I got $40, dude. I'll throw it. No problem.
I like the 12 a lot. I
I
did
love
think it needs a little bit more proof. what we got
That's
out of the
what's
14.
missing.
Yeah, but what we got out of the 14 is not what I was expecting.
Like,
Mix them all.
give it
Just mix
7
them all
more. Like, make it 114.
114, 115, I think is such a great range.
Right. I think
I'm a 110 to 120 guy. I think most of my favorite bottles fall in that range. I have some high proof stuff that I very much enjoy.
I love 117. Oh, that's like a nice.
But that 110 to 120 range to me just seems to be the sweet spot of you can still get the flavors out of it. It's still enjoyable, but it's not kind of overpowered by the proof.
Did you have any of the stuff I got from my mom? Oregon, the Glacier 47.
Yeah, you gave me a bunch of it. Yeah.
Going back, babe. We'll get bringing some more back.
The 14 is definitely a different experience. It's different than the other two, drastically.
See,
I don't hate it.
I don't get where you were saying this one drinks
Slightly hotter.
So
hotter. I think they're in. That's why I switched them, because I got more heat off the 12 than I did the 10.
Interesting.
So I got. It was progressive, but I used what you guys were in my head,
yeah, no.
so I flipped them.
He's got to blame somebody.
It's all your fault.
Yeah,
But you know what?
no. So
Maybe
when
it's
we
the
first
fact
tasted it,
Maybe it's this high proofer.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe having the 126 in the mix levels out those two.
Yeah,
Maybe.
when we first tasted it
Right.
blind, we did it blind the first time. We tried them blind. We did them blind, didn't we?
I don't remember, dude. It was so long ago.
We did them blind, and I was sure that the 10 was a higher proof than the 12 was. But and I still have that same.
It's definitely progressive for me.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You can pick it up because it's slight. 93 to 107. I mean, a 14-point jump
God, that's so
is
good.
relatively slight. When we do these things, when we talk about proof, if you're within 10 proof points, you get a point. If you're within 5, you get 2. Like when we do these games blind, like if you can get within 5 of the proof point, like you're onto something. You're nailing it. And generally, within 10, it should be worth roughly a point.
Unless you had COVID, then it just screwed you up for a year and a half. God, that was terrible. I couldn't nail one to save my life.
But I would say this. I think if I had another Jack 14, now doing these, I would trade it for 2 of the 12s. Straight up, like to a buddy. Because at the cost, it's roughly the same cost. The Jack 14 was like 150. Like
Is the 12 still coming in at that price point?
Should be. I think they're under 100 still. I haven't seen any this year. I don't know. I don't have the new one this year.
You can't find any Jack.
I can't find out, right? You don't have it. I don't think you have the new one, do you?
I'm just busting your balls, bro.
Yeah, the new ones this year have been tough to come by.
If anybody would have it, I would think that Jack would have it. Just say
Yeah, well, that's fair.
it's in the vault.
Now, see, Jack's outside. There's no vault. Right? We drink it.
Yeah.
It's out, man. We're drinking it. What were we drinking the other? We killed an old rip playing Settlers of Catan, and somebody was over, and they were like, "Oh, I've never had a Willet Purple Top," and I was like, "There's one right up there. Go grab it.
Yeah.
Try it. It's open, man. I don't care. Drink it."
Delicious.
But yeah, I think I do think if I could get like a 10 and 2 12s for a 14, I would make that trade.
You have one on your shelf. It's a good one. I would prefer to have more 12s on my shelf. But I want the 14 as part of my
Collection.
Jack shelf.
Just to look cool. Yeah, we all have a Jack. I have a Jack shelf.
Yep.
Sinatra's up there. The twice-barreled single American's up there. The twice-barreled rye's up there.
You have more twice barrel than I do, but I have like the Christmas.
Yeah, you got the Christmas stuff.
Holiday
The older
selects.
release.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah,
Jack
so
shelf.
suck up that winter Jack if you want it.
I have the winter Jack.
I'll sell you more.
I don't need any more.
I don't need any more.
I'll make you a deal. I
Free?
got 12 bottles left. I'll make you a deal.
But yeah, have one on the shelf that looks really cool. I don't know that for what I can
You like
trade it for right now. I think I would take the
Sure.
trade. I think personally I would take the trade because I want to drink these all the time. I see them sitting on the shelf and I want to reach for that 12 every time I sit down to watch the TV because it's right there and it's so good. The 12 is just
Sit down and
speaks
it's
to me.
going, Jake.
It does. It calls me.
Come here, Jake.
It's freaking bad. But again, it's a completely different experience. The 14 is not even in the same realm as the other two when it comes
That's why
to.
his cat's name is Jake. Or Jack. Because
I do have a cat named Jack.
Jack 12 is the name of the cat. Yeah.
It's actually Jack Daniels. We were not.
I know.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
have a cat named Jack Daniels. Cool bottle though, cool release, and bravo for Jack for keeping it within a reasonable price point. You know what I mean? Calumet 15 is more expensive than this.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's sourced.
it's 180. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like 157, and it's actually maybe exactly the same. I think the 16
Which
is
15?
180.
60.
Calumet.
The regular 15 or the special 15? I have 15 at my. It's not that much.
No, you don't. You have a 10 and a 12 and an 8. Calumet 15 and 16 have
No, I
black
have
labels.
it's a 15.
It's $160.
Not in my store.
I bet you.
It's a different 15. The
That's
15 I have is a mixed. It's like an 8 and a something together.
Oh, then it's on a 15.
That's what it says on the label. It says 15. I'll show you.
That's
Lies.
false advertising. Calumet 15 is actually 15-year aged bourbon. It's really expensive, but it's more than this, and so is the 16. And I
All
can't.
the Calumets are expensive.
I can't
though.
think of anything with an age statement over 14, 15 years that's cheaper than 150.
Mhm.
Not off the top of my head. I may have to dwell on that one for
There was an OKI 16. It was a store pick. One of my buddies in Texas at one of those local places. It
Mhm.
was $3.99.
What's Pappy 15 up to these years? I mean, it's got to be over $200. Old Rip was 160.
Yeah, I think it's $1.99 or $2.10 or something like
It
that.
used to be back in the day. Pappy 15 was like $1.30. Like that's what we
God,
paid for it
that
at
shit's
Total Wine. So I can't think of anything age stated that high, cast strength that's within that range. Bravo for Jack. Keep the prices down. They do it on the special releases. They do it on these. Again, the secondary on the 12 year is almost $300, and the MSRP is still under $100. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Like that's funny. Like you just cannot.
I'm not paying $300 for it though.
No, I'm not paying $300 for it either. I do think it's good, but I'm not paying $3. But it's why I continue to support Jack and everything that they do. Right? When they're going to have a release or if they need whatever, man, I'm on board because they do a lot of cool experimental stuff. Twice barreled single malt's awesome. Twice barreled single rye is awesome. The barrel proof ryes that are now shelf available are great for $55. I just like everything that Jack. I like the philosophy. Keep the price down if you can. Make it more available to the people.
I like that they have the Coy Hill warehouses that's available in non-Coy Hill releases.
You read it? It's small. See the left hand corner right there? You can't blow it up, unfortunately.
Oh, it does say 15. It says 15-year-old and 8-year-old, and it's only 86 proof.
Yeah,
that's why it's cheap. It's watered down like crazy. it's probably 10%.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
It's a blend.
Scotch, abundant Scotch.
Yeah, it's blend.
Yeah.
No, the Calumet 15 is straight 15. And I think it's 116 proof or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, you have a 15.
I have a 16.
16. Yeah,
No, I think they're great. Those are actually really good pours too.
it's delicious.
Different profile. They're cherry
It's
bombs.
delicious.
They're very, very sweet. But back to the task at hand. If you happen to come into a store, right, and all three of these are sitting on the shelf, and you have the opportunity to buy one, what's everybody's vote?
12.
12? I agree.
It was my first 14.
Yeah,
If you need the collection piece, 14.
it's a
Don't
cool
need
one.
a
If you're looking for a daily
12.
drinker under $100,
Oh, the 12 all day. Yeah, not even a contest.
Yeah, I would buy it.
Interesting. But now I think it's probably worth us doing something like a 10-year blind. Because I think the 10-year gets a bad rap. It comes in last on all of these.
I don't hate it.
No, it's delicious. I think the 10-year is phenomenal.
I don't hate
That's
it.
a great pour, but it's just stacked up against these two. It doesn't compare, but it's still a very, very good pour.
Or throw it out of bed, you know.
I'll tell you this: you gave me that blind with some Eagle Rare, and it's going to crush Eagle Rare. I'm a self-admitted non-Eagle Rare fan.
you are.
I have grown out.
But think about things that are other, like Russell's 10-year, Eagle Rare's 10-year stated, like the Calumet 10 we just drank the other week. You put this in blind with a bunch of other 10-years, and I think it does just fine.
Listen, I would rather have ancient age start to end over a Eagle Rare.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I know it's in plastic and it's $40 fucking, but it's a handle.
Yeah, and they're delicious.
And it's delicious. It almost tastes like Eagle Rare and small
Late.
batch.
Or a small batch.
Had a little affair there. Made it something sweet. Other than that, go get you some. If you can find it, go get them because they're good.
And if you stumble upon all three,
Get them.
the general consensus is the 12. And again, unless the 14 is your first time and you want to spend the money on it to have it, but if you're trying to drink it, the 12 is just tough to beat.
A daily drinker, 12 all day, every day.
All right. With that being said, my friends, we'll see you in the next one. Maybe Jack will be back. Maybe he won't. We'll see.
Hey!
We don't know what's happening. Maybe he'll fall in love with it. We'll be back. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, make sure that you drink one for all of us because we're about to drink one for you. I guarantee. We'll see you on the next one, kids.